Hello, and welcome to Spectacle Machine. So, where the hell is that Gorillaz TV show? I've been doing quite a bit of digging, and I actually found some pretty juicy answers. And it's so juicy that my mouth is watering. Here we go. So I know you want to just get to the meat already, but hold on, hold your horses. Let's go ahead and get into the backstory of the band Gorillaz. Gorillaz is a British virtual band created by Damon Albarn, frontman of the band Blur, and Jamie Hewlett, comic creator of Tank Girl. The band debuted with their self-titled album in 2001 with much commercial and critical acclaim. Ever since then, Gorillaz has released 5 albums, 6 if you include The Fall, each of which brings something new and interesting to the table. Attached to each album is a sort of behind-the-scenes story associated with fictional band members. These behind-the-scenes backstories are called phases. As of September 2020, we are currently in the 6th phase, with the band's 6th album close on the horizon. Back during Phase 4, which is associated with the release of the album Humans, Jamie Hewlett announced that a Gorillaz TV series was in the works. In a 2017 interview with Exclaim, Hewlett revealed that he was planning 10 episodes, with him directing the first and the last episode, and he planned for this show to be released in 2018. So of course, people were freaking out. Fans were speculating, what could this show possibly be about? How could it be possibly tied into the album Humans? What network was going to release it? Could it be MTV? Adult Swim? Nick at Night? Alright, so fast forward 3 years into the future. It's 2020, people. The world is going to shit, and we still have no major news about the Gorillaz TV show. It's been 3 years, people. The fans are going nuts. I'm going nuts. So I had to do a lot of digging in order to find the answers. One does not simply find the answers just by typing in what happened to the Gorillaz TV show. So I had to do a lot of digging around the internet, especially Reddit. So here's what I found, but get ready for some major conspiracy theory shit. It's time to put on our aluminum foil hats, and let's go ahead and get into that conspiracy theory nonsense. Here we go. I'm not wearing this. So, in August 2018, Alex Hirsch of Gravity Falls signed a contract with Netflix to create an adult animated show. Later in October 19, 2018, this glorious picture is tweeted by Alex Hirsch. Fans freaked out. Will Hirsch and Hewlett be collaborating on the new Gorillaz TV show? Well, I think that might have been a possibility. At least, maybe it was a possibility back then in 2018. I know it sounds like a stretch, but I think a Gorillaz TV show created by Hewlett and Hirsch is definitely a possibility. Alright, but stick with me here, because I do have some evidence supporting this claim. So that photo was tweeted on October 19th, 2018, and this interview was posted only 3 days after Hewlett and Hirsch's meeting.
I've got a Gorillaz related project, but I can't really talk about it yet.
Okay.
But it's something that could take a couple of years to put together.
Ah, very good.
So you might not see anything for a couple of years, but there's something that I'm working on that Damon will become a part of later. I need to start, but I can't tell you what it is because it'll kind of. I don't want to talk about it before it's happening.
That's
otherwise,
okay.
everyone's going to be asking about it for 2 years. And
understandable.
It might not come off.
Understandable.
Because nothing is certain. You know, you have an idea and you want to do it, and you spend a year working on it, and then it doesn't come off.
A project that might take a few years? Sounds like a TV show to me. But it's just really interesting that it happened only a few days after they met. I really wouldn't doubt if Hirsch and Hewlett did talk about collaborating together on a project. Okay, but this conspiracy stuff, well, really wasn't enough information for me. There was no solid details, and I just had to dig deeper. I needed more information. I wanted to find out why we hadn't heard anything about the Gorillaz television show since April of 2018. There has to be some solid reason about why plans just fell through. So after several hours on Reddit, I did find something. On January 31st, 2018, Creative Review had interviewed Jamie Hewlett, where he discussed the Gorillaz television show in further detail. Quote, "The Gorillaz TV show is still in discussion. I wrote a 10-part TV series to go with the last album, but what we decided is if Gorillaz is going to be an ongoing thing, then the TV show doesn't have to be alongside an album, it can be a separate thing." End quote. Please excuse my terrible Jamie Hewlett impression. So essentially, Hewlett had planned for the show to be centered around the Humans album, but as time went on, the show kept getting delayed, and Gorillaz had already entered into their next phase, the Now phase. So Hewlett had to scrap the 10 episodes that he had written and write entirely different new ones. But we now know that part of the reason why it keeps getting delayed is because, well, it keeps getting delayed, and Jamie Hewlett probably keeps scrapping and rewriting, scrapping, rewriting. He's probably talking to a bunch of producers about it too, but no one wants to take it for some reason. Again, this is just speculation based on evidence that we have. But the crazy thing is that this next quote helps support that Hewlett-Hirsch Netflix theory from earlier. Quote, "So it was rewritten and we're talking to people. There's a lot of adult animated cartoons at the moment. Netflix seems to have an awful lot of them. We have some good idea for an ongoing series that we'd like to do, something that's floating around at the moment." Again, I deeply apologize for my terrible Jamie Hewlett impersonation. Anyways, it's so interesting that Hewlett mentions Netflix, and then later that same year, he met up with Hirsch, possibly to talk about the possibility of bringing the Gorillaz show to Netflix. But again, that's just speculation. You know, Hirsch isn't a producer, he's just a writer. I know this, but who knows, they might have talked about it. I don't know, just a theory. But as of 2020, this is all we know about the Gorillaz television show. And I really hope we hear some more news in the future. We can only hope. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this one, consider being a subscriber. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time in the machine.